and you guys have gotten probably a lot of emails from me, and I'm super proud of y'all for doing this EC3 pathway. I know it was kind of, oh my gosh, like something new. When you started this degree, you were thinking you were going to be alternative certified, and look at you now getting your stuff done early. So you should be very proud of yourself. It's a very big deal what you're doing. I facilitate ApprentiScope, okay? What we're doing, so we found out from the state of Texas that y'all needed to complete 50 field-based experiences before your senior year. So we're calling them pre-service field-based experiences. That is not a Dallas College rule. That is the state of Texas that EC3 pathway students have to do the 50 field-based experiences. Well, because we weren't given this huge notice, right? They just rolled that out, I think, in August. We decided, how can we get our students to do that? ApprentiScope, okay? We already use ApprentiScope for our senior teacher residents. So what you guys are doing is you are completing your ApprentiScope teacher resident tasks early, okay? So that is why when you log into ApprentiScope, you're seeing your name is under a teacher resident and you're seeing teacher resident tasks, okay? Because you're simply completing your certification early and your ApprentiScope tasks early, all right? That's what the EC3 pathway is. It's an accelerated route to certification and a teaching position, okay? So we're taking our certification exams early, we're getting classroom experience early, and we're completing our field-based experiences early. All right, so I just wanted to get that out there because I know there's been questions about, hey, this stuff says teacher resident, or some of this I haven't gotten to do yet. That's okay, okay? Now, can you guys see my screen, my ApprentiScope screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I have a teacher resident profile. So when I go to my progress tab, I'm going to see all of the OJT or FBEs, the field-based experiences and on-the-job training. Those are interchangeable words, okay? So on ApprentiScope, they're called OJTs, but these are field-based experiences. If I were a teacher resident, I would start right at the top one, the first one, and work my way down, right? In a teacher residency, I'm starting at the beginning of the year with everybody else. And so I'm going, oh, okay, I'm going to engage in the professional development. I'm going to help my classroom teacher set up the classroom. I'm going to then walk around the school and locate important materials. I'm going to introduce myself to the principal and assistant principal and everybody else I see in the hallway, right? But because you are maybe starting for the first time on your campus, we are not requiring that you start right at the beginning. For your 50 field-based experiences, you can complete any 50. Semester 1, semester 2, you can start here, you can then move here, whatever it is. And I would even have a conversation with the teacher that you're working with to see what are they working on. And then find a task that fits that and start there, okay? Because these first meet professional responsibility ones, these are pretty simple, right? And so what I suggest, you weren't there maybe to help set up the classroom or locate key, you could still locate key equipment and materials on campus. You can still introduce yourself to people on campus, but you probably missed the classroom setup and professional development, right? We can still get that one. What you can do is talk to your teacher about the professional development they attended. Have a conversation. That is what we want. Not everything on here are you physically going to be able to do. It's April, right? You're going to have a conversation with your teacher and then you're going to write a journal. I talked to Ms. Smith today about the professional development she attends every year before school. She said that they will have professional development about differentiated learning. They'll have icebreakers. They'll work with the other teachers in their department about how they're going to improve their STAR scores this year. You're having a conversation and then you're writing a journal about it. That's it, okay? Some of these are simple, simple, simple. Introduce yourself to teachers and staff who you work with most closely. Bam, and then you're writing a journal. Okay, and I see some questions. I'm going to go through this and demonstrate a time log and a journal, and then I'm going to take questions, okay? So, the state of Texas wants reflections. If all I needed to do was check these off that I did these, then what would all the work have been for you trying to find a placement and a mentor teacher and submitting all these forms and all these hoops, right? There's a reason we had you do that, because the state of Texas does not just want check, 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 check. I did it, I'm done. They want reflections. I don't know if you guys noticed this year in your junior level classes, there's a lot of writing, right? Teachers write, we reflect. Okay. And so we need journal entries every time you complete one of these tasks. So I'm going to open one up. This is how I'm going to do a journal entry. I copy the title and the directions of the task. Then I'm going to go over to journal. I'm going to hit the plus sign and I'm going to paste. If I did the task yesterday, I'm going to click on yesterday's date. I can go back in the past. I just can't go into the future. Okay. So maybe I write my journals every Friday. I can click on different days of the week to do the tasks on the days that I did them. Okay. I can go back to last week, although I don't recommend that you wait that long, right? But I paste. And then I'm going to give a 3 to 5 sentence reflection. Assistant or teacher is planning for general routine and procedures. What is your key takeaway from this task? Again, your teacher has probably already initiated their classroom routines and procedures for the year, right? So we're going to have a detailed conversation, and maybe you have questions written out already prepared. Your mentor teacher is going to love that and be impressed, right? You're taking notes so that you can write a good journal. So questions you could have ready is, what are your classroom routines and procedures? Do you have those pre-made, or do you let your students help you create them? Do you post them in the classroom? Do they change from year to year? Things like that. Do you go over them? Do you review them again second semester or after a long break? I know when I was in the classroom, I had to review the classroom procedures after Christmas break, right? Because the kids were back on home time. Those kind of things. So then I'm going to reflect. I spoke with Miss Smith today about how she creates her classroom routines and procedures. She told me that she takes student volunteers to write them down for her, and the students work in groups to create the classroom routines. And you're just going into detail, okay? Submit. Then I'm going to the time log. I'm clicking on the day where I just wrote the journal. I'll never use RTI. I'm only going to ever use OJT, on the job hours. I'm finding the task that I just wrote the journal for. And every time, every task, I'm writing at least 1 hour. I'm submitting at least 1 hour. Now, some things could take more than that, but it will never take less. You're always going to say at least 1 hour. Now, if I'm writing my journals 1 day a week and I just wrote 3 journals, I can go down the line and find the other tasks that I wrote a journal for and submit multiple times in one setting. Okay, done, submit. Now I've got my time. Again, I can go back, I just can't go in the future. Okay, so on my progress page, I see all the tasks I can choose from. I copy it, I paste it into journals. For the date, I submit it, and then I hit the time log. Okay, on my progress page, I can see how many competencies and how many hours I have. Every time I write a journal, my mentor teacher gets a notification. And let me show you what the mentor sees. So they log into their account and they see my unread journals. They're going to open it, they're going to read it, and they're going to give you either written feedback here or in person. Okay? They're going to go to your dashboard, double click your name, and mark that task complete. Every time they mark a task complete, your competency score goes up. By July 7th, you need 50 competencies and 50 hours. Okay? 50 competencies, 50 hours. Your mentor teacher does not need to approve your hours. They only need to review your journals and mark them complete. That's it. You're writing journals every time you complete and I know it's interchangeable, a task, a field-based experience, an OJT. They're all the same thing. Okay. Every time you do one of these things on your progress page, you're writing a journal and you're submitting at least 1 hour. That's all you're doing. ApprentiScope should not take you longer than 10 minutes a week. It should not take your mentor teacher longer than 10 minutes a week. I advise you to come up with a routine. So if you have all your journals in on Fridays, maybe ask your mentor teacher if Monday can be the day she reviews and marks everything complete. Your mentor teacher is busy, just like you're going to be busy in a year and a half when you're a classroom teacher, right? They're going to forget. You have to advocate for yourself. And that's why I say take initiative and come up with a routine. And then Monday morning hits and you're sending a friendly email on Tuesday if it's not there. Hi, Mr. Brown. I just wanted to remind you about my ApprentiScope tasks. Are Mondays still a good day for you, or should we change it to Friday or whatever, right? You want to be flexible, but you want to be on it. Okay. At the end of the semester, I'm really big on thank you notes. They're not being paid to do this, right? So maybe writing them a thank you note, bringing them a cookie, something like that, because this is extra work for them, but it is not hard. Okay. This should not be hard. What you don't want to happen is they wait all the way to the end and do it all in one sitting, or you wait all to the end and try to remember everything you did and write all your journals at once. Okay. This should not take you long. I recommend Fridays, 10 minutes before you go home. Okay. Now I am opening it up to questions, and I'm just going to go in the order that I see them. Francesca.
Hey, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I was wondering, like if we already, or like how many hours can we do in a day with our mentor teachers? Because I have a time slot where I'm in there like half the day, so that's easily like what, 4, 5 hours. But is there a time limit?
I would say no more than 10 hours, because say you're in your placement for 8 hours and then you complete 2 tasks.
Yeah. Okay. And then my next question was, like if we have 50 hours under our belt already, do we have to keep going until we finish all of them? Or
That's a good question. I would, just because
okay.
the more hours, the better. And when you do go to
Yeah.
get finish out your certification, we will be printing a
Hmm.
transcript of all your ApprentiScope items.
Oh,
And
okay.
TEA could audit us and want to see what you've done. And so I say
Hmm.
the more the better, but you don't need more than 50.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Great question. Ginger.
Yes, hi. So I know that we need 50 total, but we don't need 50 total in class. Is that correct? 25 total?
Correct.
Okay. How do we go about getting the other 25 if we're not in class?
Okay. So while we're double dipping, so we're submitting, you'll notice, let's go down. Where is it? Where it's weeks 1 through 16. So in addition to submitting 1 hour per task, you're also submitting the time spent in your placement. So if you're there 2 days a week, that's 16 hours. But while I'm there, I'm completing these tasks, right? So 16 hours, and then say I did 4 tasks that week. So 1 hour per task plus the time spent on the job.
Oh,
So that's 20 hours in 1 week.
very good.
It's going to be easy. You are going to have way more than 50 hours. The hard part is you getting the 50 journals and 50 competencies. So you're getting time for being there, but while we're there, we need to be checking these off. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, I think so. And those are under, I'm so, where did you go again? Under
Those are
journals.
under progress. So now I'm on a mentor account, but let me go back to my student account. When I'm on my student account, they're not under tasks. We call them tasks, and some programs may have stuff under task, but we do not. Ours are under progress. So you're
Okay.
going under progress.
Mm-hmm.
These top ones can simply be a conversation you had. So I'm writing a journal about the professional development my teacher attended, how they set up the classroom. I'm actually going to go to the office and find the key equipment, how to make copies,
Mm-hmm.
um, where the mailroom is, things like that, where everybody heats up their lunch. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
introduce myself to people. I can review the employee handbook. Those are on the website, I'm sure, public record. I can learn how to operate the copy machine. So just these top ones, I could do these in a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm going to actually need to start assisting and observing. Again, if it's something they've already done, a conversation and then writing 3 to 5 sentences about it. If it's something you're physically observing, then you're going to write a journal about it. So I'm observing them, setting up expectations for a lesson, and then I'm reflecting on it, assisting, facilitating, setting expectations in a lesson. Some of
Mm-hmm.
you who are already in the classroom, I see a few on here who I know personally, who I know have already been working in a school, right? So it should be super easy peasy for y'all. Brittany, Myra, those of you who work in the school already, you're already facilitating lessons. So these are easy peasy. If I have been in a school all year, I can go ahead and write journals about things I did in the fall. I'm just going to use a current date when I write my journal. Does that make sense? If I did something in November,
Yes.
I'm gonna document the journal on April 1st. I've already done it. We're not asking you to do twice the work. We need a reflection that you're thinking about it and you're reflecting on it, and your mentor is signing off on it. Okay, they're marking you complete. But we know a lot of y'all have not already been working in a school, and you literally just started a couple weeks ago. So some of this stuff you've never done. And that's why I say, have conversations with your teacher and write journals about it. Does that answer your question, Ginger?
I believe so. So, we have we would do the ones that are under journal, but we also can double dip and do it under progress and but write reflections for everything though. Is that
Yes,
correct?
you need 50 reflections to get you 50 competencies
Okay.
and then at least 50 hours.
Okay. I think that answered my question. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Terica?
Snaps to you. You said my name right. Um, but what I was about to say for myself is that okay, so me and my mentor, we were just a little confused because she made her, we both can see our accounts, everything's going great. I'm understanding the journals part. But on the student account part, I don't know if you'll see that there'll be when you're looking at the progress, it'll say, like when you click on the check, it says evaluated. Do I click on that?
No. That
Oh,
that that is you can, if you do, it's like a double reminder. So if
oh,
I submit a journal, my mentor is getting a notification in their email. And when they're on their account and they're on their dashboard, the first thing they see is all of my unread journals. that
Okay,
I've
that makes
submitted.
sense.
So they're gonna see them. If I click
Okay.
that bell and hit reminder, it's literally notifying them twice.
Okay. And then,
So it's not
oh, sorry.
wrong, but you don't need to.
Okay, gotcha. And then second, because I have been taking pictures, but she just wanted me to verify that there needs to be picture documentation.
The only tasks where you need to document and upload a picture, it will ask for it.
Okay, so yeah, the ones that we were working on, because we did like one for a math small group, and I think we did another one for a whole group, and I took pictures for those. So I just wanted to make sure because she's like making sure like the pictures that I took, which it's all the back of the kid's head. She just
Yeah.
wants to make sure like it's a safe space for me to upload the picture.
Yes. So the only person that will see these items is myself and then our certification team, like AD Trejo.
Okay, okay,
And then if we were audited, TEA.
okay, okay. Awesome.
We don't use these for public record. Yeah. No.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And then anytime you do need to upload a picture, that's what this little paper clip is for in your journal to upload.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, great questions. Okay, Yesenia.
Yes, hi. I logged in a little bit late because I was still at work. So I'm a little confused as to the journals and the task. So the journals are separate. We don't have to write about the task. That's just the journals are just what we're observing in class.
The on your progress page under OJT, we never touch behavioral, we never touch RTI. Under OJT, you can pick any 50 of these items. Once you complete them or talk to your mentor about them, you're then copying,
Mm-hmm.
taking it to journal, and writing a journal about it. And you're doing that 50 times. Every time you do that and your mentor marks it complete, you're earning a competency. You need 50 competencies and at least 50 hours by July 7th.
Okay, and then just okay. I'll come back to my next question because I'm still
Okay,
thinking about it.
Zahida,
Hi, is there a date that these need to be completed by?
July 7th, 2026. And we did
Perfect,
that
thank you.
in case some of you need summer school in June. Catherine Rojas.
Hi, yes. So, just correct me if I'm wrong. So, I've been doing the task time spent on job twice. I don't know if I can do that just because I do work at a school and I work with small groups. So, I chose first grade to do my hours with. Is that wrong? And I write a journal depending on if we work like on math or like reading for like different days. Can I do
You
that
can
or no?
submit the time. You can submit time for time spent on the job every week. Every week you're submitting that time, but you're only going to write a journal one time. Even if you're completing these tasks multiple times, you're only writing the journal once. Now, are you going to get like in trouble because you wrote the journal twice? No, but you need to write an extra journal for something else. You need to have 50 separate journals,
So,
50 different
like I'm
journals.
saying, like I don't know where it's at, but it's one of them says time spent on the job, so I can't do that one twice. I'm saying like I did one for like let's say like yesterday, and it was about math. My journal was about math, and then today I choose time spent on the job again, but then this time was reading. That's what I'm saying. Like, can I do that or no?
No.
Okay, so it has to be different ones then.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
Yes,
that was my
ma'am.
question.
3 to 5 sentences, a paragraph. Veronica Lara. I guess she got her question answered. Karina.
Hi, I probably asked this question several times already during email, but I think I got other answers. But like if I'm already start doing the tasks and competences and the teacher approves, but if I work as a substitute teacher and for example, I do a small social group studies or small math lesson, do I write the journal for it and my teacher approve or the mentor teacher has to be in the room?
Yes. Beautiful question. You can do tasks or field-based experiences in another classroom. You're just going to write the journal and maybe explain, I completed this while I was working as a substitute teacher. I completed this in Mr. Brown's class. You'll just explain it and your mentor will approve it the same as any other task. Great question. If you
Great,
work
thanks.
in one class, but you're completing tasks in another class, like say your teacher is a math and science teacher and you need ELAR, so you go to their neighbor for ELAR. Perfect. You're going to complete that task, you're going to write a journal, and your mentor is still going to approve it.
Okay.
Yes, you can do
Great,
things
thank
in
you so
another
much.
class.
And I have one more question. That's great. I was worried about how to finish it before May. And another question is, do we log the hours which we spent on the license preparation exam?
Yes. These 3 items,
Okay.
time spent on the job learning, time outside of the school day on job-related tasks, like maybe you're preparing something for tomorrow's lesson, maybe you go to back to school night, parent conferences after school, and then time spent on licensure prep, you're logging these 3 every week, and that's why I suggest Fridays. Every Friday, I'm logging my time, but every time I complete a task, I'm also logging at least 1 hour. Each task is
Okay.
an hour, and then I'm logging these 3 every week, and that's why it says weeks 1 through 16, end of each week. Every week I'm logging these. Now, if I don't have time outside of the school day every week, that's okay. I'm just going to document my time spent on the job learning and my time spent on licensure prep when you're studying for your exams. Yes, every week. Y'all, 50 hours you're going to get in no time. But we need the 50 journals, the 50 competencies. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. Josie.
So the time, what you're on right now and what your pointer's on right now, that's different than the time log.
This is going into a time log every week. So when I go to my time log, and I'm going to put in, so let's say it's last Friday, I'm going to go down to time spent on the job learning. If I'm in the classrooms 2 days a week, I'm putting 16 hours on that. I
Okay,
studied
yeah,
for
I work in a class full time, so I work, yeah, a
40
full week.
hours. 40
Yeah.
hours, perfect. Say I studied for 5 hours on licensure prep last week, 5. And then I'm going to go one by one on the tasks and journals that I wrote. 1, 1, right? And then I hit submit.
Okay.
Yes. So your hours are going to add up, okay? But
Okay,
we've
I
got to get
understand.
these journals and the competencies. The hours I'm not worried about. Y'all are going to get these hours. We've got to write the journals and get these competencies as well. And we
And
only
is
get a
there multiple,
competency.
sorry,
Say it again.
I said, is there more than 50 competencies? Like we get to
Yes,
choose which one to
there's
do?
126.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna have any problem. Thank
So
you.
if I work in a math classroom, but I need to get some ELAR done, I'm going to talk to my mentor and go to their ELAR buddies room and I can do something in there. I'm just going to still write the journal. My mentor is going to approve it. Okay. Mia Holy.
Just one question. To create the ApprentiScope, because my mentor teacher said she did receive an email, but she just got a video. Do we just like search up ApprentiScope, like sign up or something, or is there a specific link for going into ApprentiScope?
For you to create yours or your mentor?
Both of us. Is there like specific links?
If your mentor got the email, the link is in
Uh-huh.
the email.
She said she only got like a video or something like that. She was
Oh, from
confused.
me? She didn't
Yeah.
get the email, Mia
No, she
Holy.
said she couldn't. She couldn't make her
Okay.
account.
Okay. I see that you submitted yours on March 23rd, so I
Mhm.
would have sent it out on Friday, but I can send it out to her again.
Yes, please. I would really appreciate that. And for
Of
me, I just
course.
search up a ApprenticeScope log like to make my account.
Your link would have been in module 1,
Module one.
but
Okay.
I can email it to you after this meeting.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Okay, It is now 5 o'clock. If your questions have been answered, you guys are free to go. If you still have a question to ask, you can stay on and ask. And then remember, you can email me anytime. Okay? So if you don't have any more questions, you are free to go. And I appreciate y'all for coming. If you still have a question, stay on the line. And then you can email me anytime. Okay, Deborah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, just to make sure, sorry. So we need to backlog, but so we can, sorry, let me rephrase that. We can backlog some of the tasks that we've already done, but use the dates recent, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then, so I'm a little confused on the time spent on the job and that kind of stuff. That we only make one journal on, and then we log just the hours every week. We don't make a journal.
Correct. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
and then,
you get it.
All right. And then I only have one more, I promise. Okay. So someone was asking at the beginning, like, what are the total amount of hours that we can log in a week? Because I work full time at the school also. So I just want to make sure I'm doing it correctly also.
I would say not more than 50 because full time is 40 hours. And then I don't see you doing more than 10 tasks in a week.
Okay.
2
Thank
a day.
you so much. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mary.
Hi, so this is more of a personal question. I checked my ApprentiScope and it says that I don't have a mentor, even though I sent.
Okay, so you cannot see your mentor. Your mentor can see you, but you cannot see your mentor from your page.
Oh, okay, okay.
And let me double check while I'm on here that you have your mentor assigned. Have you checked with your mentor to see if they can see you?
No, I haven't checked yet. I wasn't sure how to use ApprentiScope, so I was waiting till this.
Okay. Did you get my email with the how-to video?
No, I don't believe so.
And then your mentor is Jenny Hermosillo?
Yes.
Yes, she's assigned to you.
Okay, she is. Okay.
And you should have gotten an email with the how-to. So if you go into your inbox, search Lisa Holmes, and I sent you guys a how-to email, but if you didn't get it, let me know and I can send it to you.
I don't think I got it.
Mary Peters. Okay, Yesenia?
Yes, hi, sorry, I'm still a little confused. So I do work as well full-time at a school, but I'm doing my field experience hours in another district. Can I still use the time that I'm at my school? And if I have some of the tasks completed from the school that I currently work at, can I do that?
I wouldn't use the time, but you can use the tasks.
Task, okay.
Yeah. Only the time in your placement. But if you do tasks in another classroom, you can document those. Those are harder to get. The time is going to be easy.
Because I do like half day 2 times a week because obviously I cannot miss work a lot. So I do half day 2 times a week and it's 3 to 4 hours. And during May, I'm going to do 4 full days, but I was just a little confused about that, like if I could use or not. So only task, and those, I'm probably sure I can finish those quicker if I'm able to do them at work.
Definitely. Yep. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Allison?
Hello. Okay, so my question is, as well as other people, I'm a full-time kindergarten teacher apprentice in my own classroom. So you're saying the tasks, I can complete those based on my classroom, and then the hours, they're not 50 total hours in my mentor's classroom?
Correct.
It's 24?
Yes. You can use tasks from another classroom, but the hours are from your placement.
Okay. So it was 25 hours that I have to be in my mentor's classroom?
By July 7th. Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You can do it. Okay, and then let's see, Maria Ruiz.
I have a question. I am a pre-KTA and I was gonna observe the teacher next door, but my teacher is on a leave. And then now I'm in charge of the my class because she's in a leave. She's been in a leave for a month, and I don't know if she's gonna be in a leave for the end of the day. I also doing some task in my classroom. Can I just talk to the teacher next door and she can just approve? Or what did you
Who
suggest?
did you assign to be your mentor?
Moctezuma.
Is that person available to mark your task complete in
Yes.
ApprentiScope?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. We just need the one same person that's going to mark your stuff complete in ApprentiScope.
So how many journals can I do a week? Because I have the hours. What's the max? 5?
There's no limit. I just have never seen anyone be able to do more than 10 in a week.
Okay.
2 a day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you so
Alan?
much.
You're welcome. Alan?
Hi, yes. Honestly, like I wanted to ask if you by any chance are available maybe another time to meet because I'm very, very confused. And so I feel, and I came in late to the meeting. So I don't want to take too much of your time. And so can I email you and see if we can maybe set up a meeting?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and do that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Mary
you.
Lou?
Hello, this one is just a personal question too. When when I did the teacher information, I didn't have the email of the teacher available, so I didn't put it. Do I send you an email with her email so that you can send the information to her?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Huda?
Yes, hi. I've completed all 50 hours of observation in a matter of 2 weeks. So basically, I stayed at school for 2 full weeks. Now, when putting the journal, and I took very detailed notes, but I didn't put anything on the website because I wasn't sure about like how to do it properly. So, do you think it makes sense if I spread it over maybe the span of 5 weeks, although in reality, it was only 2 weeks?
I would spread it out and I would write my journals, and you can go in the past to write your journals and time. Yes.
In the past, how far in the past?
When did you start? So we started this, what, February 1st?
Okay. Okay,
And
because
then
I
you have
just,
until July 7th.
okay. Okay. That makes sense. I'll do that. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you taking our questions lightly with a smile. Thank you.
Of course. Floor?
So this one's kind of personal too. So me and my mentor, we were looking through it, and then I guess she approved for like 5 of the tasks because she's like, okay, well, we did all of this stuff, but I didn't know how to write the journals at the time. So can I just go back and write the journals even though she already approved them?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You need to. Yes, ma'am. You can do it.
But it
You can
wouldn't
go
have
back in
affected
time.
anything since she approved them before I wrote the journal.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. You'll just go back and write the journal.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay. Javia?
It's Javia. So
Javia.
my mentor teacher created her account today. So should I wait until you like connect her to my account to start entering them, or I can enter them anytime?
I can add her to your account right now, Javia. It takes 2 seconds, and then you can start writing your stuff tonight.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Thank
Javia.
you.
So who created it? Was it Gina or Tiffany?
Gina. So Tiffany's, you don't have to worry about her. So
Okay.
it's Tiffany. And okay, on my apprentice account, I accidentally logged in onto my personal email. Does that affect anything?
No, although I wish
Okay.
you hadn't done that.
I know
Tisk,
I thought
tisk,
about that the
tisk.
last minute. I was like, I should have used my school email.
Yeah, it might let you change it when you go into your account. You might be able to
Oh,
change your email, but if not,
okay,
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
try,
worry about it.
but
But
still try
Gina,
to see if I can change it. Okay.
yeah, see if you can. But I had
Mhm.
just assigned you to Gina, so she should be able to see everything you do now.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty.
All right, Alexandra.
Hi, how are you? Good evening.
Good. How
Okay,
are you?
so I know I've asked you a lot of questions through email, so I just want to confirm. So when we look through the progress on ApprentiScope, we find the tasks that we have done. But I notice next to when it says progress, it says week 1 through 16. I think I saw that. So I noticed that as you were scrolling down. What does that mean? What does
Did
that
you? Okay, you might have joined late tonight.
I was maybe 2 minutes late.
Okay. That's one of the first things I said, but it's okay. So you guys are doing your teacher residency tasks early. Same way as you're getting certified early, you're completing your field-based experiences early. So
Right.
a teacher resident would start right at the beginning of their progress page and work their way down. Right at
Oh,
the
I see.
beginning, it says before week 1, when they're completing their professional development before the students are on campus, and then they're working all the way down, setting up classroom procedures, getting acquainted on campus, introducing themselves to people, da 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 da, right? But because
Okay.
you guys are starting smack in the middle of the semester, you don't have that opportunity. So you are able to pick any 50.
Okay.
If you did want to complete some from the beginning where you weren't there, you would have a conversation with your mentor and you would say, what type of professional development do you all complete every year? And ask questions and write a journal about that. Write a journal about how your conversation went when you asked about how they set up their classroom routines and procedures.
Okay.
Okay. So you are simply going to have conversations about ones that you missed at the beginning. Other than that, you were able to go down the list and pick any of them because you were not a resident and you did not start at the beginning of the semester. So you are able to pick any 50. That's how we're doing it.
Okay. And then thank
So
you for
don't worry
that. And
about
then
what week it says to go in order because you don't have that time frame. Yes.
gotcha. Okay. And then one more thing. I started last week and I work in a high school, so I've been taking half a days. So last week I've done 2 days, half a day. This week 2 days, half a days. And I spoke to you and you said we have to do different tasks. I've been doing, you said to do 2 tasks per day or
I would try to. Yes.
okay.
That's the
Okay.
most that I've seen. Besides those beginning ones, you could do all of those very quickly. Introducing yourself to your neighbors, getting acquainted on campus, talking to your mentor about the professional development. You could do all of those very quickly. You might get multiple of those in one day, right? Because you're just having a conversation and then you're writing journals reflecting on each one. But overall, I don't really see students complete more than 2 in one day because it's things like observing the lesson, facilitating the lesson, assisting with the lesson. So you're normally not going to do more than 2 in a day, but there is no like cutoff. If you do 3 in a day, perfect. But people are just asking in general, how many do they see somebody do a day? 2 on average, right? But there's no
Okay.
rule against doing more than 2. If you do multiple in a day, perfect.
Okay. I believe I understand, but if I have more questions, can I email you?
Of course.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your
Email
time.
away, of course.
All right.
Cassandra,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Good evening. I have a question about my mentor teacher's account. So she got an email to set up her account, but she said that something about she couldn't find my name on a list to choose from for students. So she couldn't make her account.
Oh, that's easy peasy, Cassandra. Let me find you. I can assign you right now if she has created her account. I just go in and assign you to her. So that's easy peasy. Can do that right now.
Awesome. And also have another question just to confirm about what another student had asked. So I'm a sub, and she asked if she could complete tasks about her facilitating like small groups and like lessons. Some teachers leave like me lesson plans to like do. Is it okay for me to mark those as tasks, even if like there's not a teacher present? Like if I facilitate like a math
Yes,
lesson? Okay,
as long as you're writing the journal and reflecting.
awesome. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then you are assigned to Rocio.
Yes,
Rocio.
please.
Okay.
Thank
Yes, yes,
you.
yes. You're welcome. Leslie?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, for example, let's say like I'm studying, right? Am I supposed to put them in semester 2 or semester 1? Like the hours that I spent studying.
So that doesn't matter. I would
Okay.
do semester 1 just because this is your first semester of field-based experiences. But honestly, that doesn't matter.
Okay, cause I know you said like after each week, but like let's say I do 1 hour today and then like an hour tomorrow and then Saturday. Do I just go ahead and retype 3 after that instead of like 1, or how would it be? Cause I'm not sure. Like I thought it was weekly, if that makes
That
sense.
you were submitting your time or your tasks.
My time.
Yes, you'll submit your time weekly, but through the week, you'll just go through individual days and submit the time. You only need to log in really once a week,
Oh, okay,
but you're
gotcha.
going to go back through the days of the week and submit your time and your tasks for those days.
Okay, so like for example, like I know a task on there was like reviewing like the employee handbook. Would that go like let's say that I did that like after school, would that go
Okay.
under time outside of the school day that I spent on job related task?
Yes,
And it will also count as a task, right?
exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, you get it. Clarissa?
Hi, yes, could you see if there is a mentor teacher assigned to me?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lithia Sabido?
Okay, and the email was sent to her?
Yes, because she's created her account. She's in here.
Okay, awesome. That's all I
Yeah.
needed to know.
Yeah,
Okay,
of
thank
course.
you.
Okay, Litzy?
Okay, I just wanted to confirm. So what I understand, if I work full time, I'll just put my 40 hours on Friday, that same day for the whole week, and then do the journals if there's time, 2 journals every day, if possible.
Exactly. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, and I also wanted to confirm if my mentor was assigned to me. I don't know. I think she did her account.
Let's see. Okay, 42. I can do that right now. Okay, Dulce?
So I had a question about the task where we need a picture. I did some of them, but I didn't know we needed a picture, so I didn't submit it. Do I have to go back and submit a picture, or do I just leave it like that? I don't know.
Um, I don't know if it's going to let you edit, but if it does, do that.
And if it doesn't, it's because
Then you would just
I didn't read the task beforehand, so I didn't see that we needed a picture for it.
but
So
now you have the picture.
no, I don't have the picture. Do I
Oh,
have to?
no, then you're just gonna have to leave it. Or you
Oh,
could write a new journal and upload the picture. You can copy and paste the journal you wrote previously, but this time add a
mhm,
picture.
add a picture. Okay,
You know what I
thank you.
mean?
Yeah, and what about, because I didn't ask my mentor, but what about if she doesn't let me take a picture? Like
Then you would
picture.
put that in the journal that you were not allowed to take a picture of the students. Although a picture of the back of their head is okay. It doesn't have to be their faces.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Lizette.
Hi, good afternoon. I have two quick questions. The first one
Oh,
is,
I can't hear you. Hello, hello, hello.
can you hear me better?
It's very low, but go ahead. And actually, Litzy, I don't see your mentor teacher in here. So I'll have to invite her again. Leslie.
Are you able? Sorry, I'm currently at work. Hello.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I started yesterday.
Here's the
I'm
towel.
doing. I'm doing 6 hours every time I go. So let's say for this week, I know they're probably off Friday, but so I would log in 12 hours if I'm going like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And then how many journals would I be doing? Would I be doing 12 journals, or would I be doing, how does that
You
work?
will do as many journals as tasks that you've completed.
Okay. Okay.
There
So
is no
like two.
minimum, there's no
Two.
like required number per day as long as you get 50 by July 7th.
Okay. By July 7th. And then I had a question of, what is the, I know someone mentioned earlier doing just 25 hours that we needed in for the classroom. How does that exactly work?
That is unique, and I don't
Okay.
know that anybody's going to actually only do 25 hours in the classroom. But you technically only need 25 under time spent on the job learning. On that task, when you're going into time logs and you're documenting
Mhm.
time spent on the job learning, you only need 25 under that. But in 25
Okay.
hours, can you complete 50 tasks? That's the question.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I
So
was
that's
just
the
asking
thing.
and just seeing. Like, I was just curious about it. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
understand. It's probably just to better do the 50.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I don't
yeah.
know how that's
Okay, and I
possible.
think, yeah.
And I think that
Yeah.
person was somebody
No.
who works full time in a school already, and they're completing these in another classroom. So they can complete the
Oh,
tasks.
I see. I
You know
see
what I mean?
now.
They're already working in their own
Mhm.
classroom, and then they're
Yeah,
going into another classroom to do these. So they can do tasks in both rooms. But somebody who's only
I see. Yeah.
spending 25 hours on a campus, I don't know how you can do 50 tasks.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You
Okay. No,
know?
I was just asking and seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think that's it. That was it. That was all my questions.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? And then you
Yes,
know that you guys can always email me.
I
Lizette?
have one. I have one
Oh,
question. This is Veronica.
Veronica?
Sorry, earlier my mic was off.
Oh, okay.
Um, yes,
What's it?
I'm a little confused. Can I use my 25 hours on my time outside of class when spent on my exam, like when I study for my exam, or no?
No, it has to be in person.
Okay. Okay.
So at least 25 need to be time spent on the job learning.
25. Okay. Okay.
At
Okay.
least.
And does
You're
my
good.
mentor, yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're going to get more than 50 hours. Most people do total,
Okay.
right? But at least
Yes.
25 need to be on the job learning in a
Okay.
placement.
Okay. And I have one more last question. Does my mentor teacher needs to reply for, does she needs to reply to every of my tests?
No,
Okay.
it's
Okay, that
not
was
required. They can, but it's not required as long as you're having conversations and they're giving you either verbal or written feedback.
okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yesenia?
Yes, hi. So when I do, let's say I do a task at my job, but not at the school I'm doing my hours.